That's not supposed to happen. Good morning, everybody.
Howdy, howdy.
I hope everybody's awake. Sorry, Restream had new beta functions. I had to click the buttons.
Now we know what it does.
Yeah, that's what it does. It gets us all juiced up about it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Coffee Table Talks. Grab a cup and circle up. Meet Pies. This is P1E5. He also has a cup. Right?
Awesome.
Any fun? Be super fun. So Josh 3D printed this whole thing. He stands like 3 feet tall, and he's like fully posable. And whenever we have the function turned on, he will also say funny pit droid things. So
that's so cool.
He's kind of sassy. So Josh is going to be making something like this specifically for the Innocent Lives Foundation.
Fantastic.
I know. It's going to be themed. Like the color scheme is going to be all ILF. Hey,
very cool.
There we go. Good morning, Joshua. So yeah, it's going to be super exciting. So the whole thing was that Josh was like, look what I can do. And I was like, cool, we should auction that off and raise some cool funds for the Innocent Lives Foundation, right? And they were like, can we just keep it? So Josh is making some other Star Wars type themed things that when we go to GurCon mid-September, which is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, it's a hacker con if nobody's ever heard of it or interested in finding out more. And we're going to do a live auction of those items to raise funds for Innocent Lives. I'm super excited, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, sorry. So this awesome guy is Gabriel Friedlander. Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
He is the CEO and founder of Wizer-Training.com, which I am such a fan, right? Because anybody that is gonna spread the love, right? I want you to talk about the mission a bit, right? Oh, and Will's here. Sorry, everybody knows Will. Yeah, so Gabriel, Wizer-Training, let's talk about what the idea was for just getting this whole program and security awareness, like how you got to this and what the mission really is for you guys.
Sure. So it goes back about 2 years ago. I sold my previous company to Proofpoint. Observe it. Maybe some of you have heard about it. Mm-hmm. And I had time to sit back, hang out with my family and with my friends. And what happened was that I realized that even though I've been in this space for so long and I've been preaching and talking to companies, my family are totally unaware of many of those cyber risks. And I don't want to tell you guys, but I didn't turn on two-factor authentication for them and some other stuff. And I was like, damn, I can't believe, because some things are obvious to me. And I thought, probably they're doing as well. And as my kids grew up, I figured out, look, we need to do something about this. So the idea was, how can I now take everything that I learned, through all those years? And I was dealing with the people from the get-go almost, because Observe It was about insider threats. So it really was about knowing and understanding how people think and what makes them click and all of that. But how do we take that to the masses? I want my kids' friends, I want my friends, I want my family. It has to be a basic life skill, it clicked. And I understood that, okay, I'm going to go to this space, to the security awareness space, but what we're going to do different is that we're going to bring it to the masses, that sort of, so nothing new in terms of it wasn't a new technology from a startup point of view. It's not like I'm, building a rocket now and we're, doing something, advanced from a technology point of view. But I just felt that there's so much knowledge out there about security awareness, but it's geared towards companies. And I said, okay, what do we need? So first of all, we have to dumb down the message, right? We have to create the same experience that people have when they consume content online. So we're consuming videos all day long, at least me, and many people are on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and it's all like short videos
Yeah.
and relatable stories. So how do you make content that is short to the point, but also viral? And I think that's a key thing that a lot of people miss. It's not about entertaining people only. It's not about, okay, let's, we have 15 minutes to train you. Let's make you, happy, dance, whatever. Like, how do we make you share this video? It's like super important. If we want to spread awareness, we have to think about making security awareness go viral. That sort of like was, and who can benefit from this? Not only the masses, but also companies, because people will start actually listening. Like this compliance, let's do this because we have to. It's not helping anybody. It's not helping the security culture because we're just pissing off people and we're upset with everyone all the time. Like, and guys, like, I don't have to convince you, but security is an amazing topic. It's like a drama. It's it has everything inside. It has spies. It has a story that happened. Like, there's so many ingredients that we can use, take it from the from the offline world and bring them in. Just tell a great story. And that's sort of what triggered me to start it. So I actually started with the free version. I said, I don't know how I'm gonna like make money out of this. Let's start first of all with producing amazing content. So we got better and better and better at this, and then we created the app to allow small medium businesses to offer this for free to small. So like I had this vision that we have to get to the masses. Later on, we introduced the boost version, which is actually a paid version, which helps to turns on the light, because look, I don't know how to create a nonprofit organization. I'm an entrepreneur in heart. So for me, it was basically about making impact. But what it turned out to be is a business that can, on one hand, make money from, the larger businesses, but on the other hand, provide an amazing free service to the masses. And when I say amazing, I mean, like, we're not saying let's do something because it's free, let's just do a little bit or a teaser. No, like, you can have a full-blown security awareness solution for your company with probably, I think it's better than we aim to do better than others. I don't want to talk about the competition. They're all doing great, but comparable or better for free. So it's not like we're not trying to take away from the experience just because it's free. And it works, like the community voted, and I'm thankful for every one of you. And we have on our first year that we pushed it out, we have now about 9,000 organizations using it. And I'm talking about most of them are using the free version. I love each one of them, and we give them support for free. And really, like, it's adding up, but it also makes the product better because we have to scale. So how do we make a product that doesn't require tons of support? So, I see this as an advantage. And then we have a lot of customers that purchase the boost version, so that, we became profitable in the first year. So, it's
Imagine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted to share a video. Hold on. This one. I like this one.
You're
Which
sitting
one is
in
it?
a coffee shop with free public Wi-Fi.
First of all, they
It
mentioned
seems
a
like
coffee
nice enough
shop.
place with safe people.
But not this one. I'll show the stories. Do you have the
The new stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, show the new stuff. This is an old one.
Oh, what?
I like all of them, but this is an old one.
I like the old one too. I do. I really do. That's what got my attention. Was I was just just hanging out on LinkedIn. I was scrolling, and I saw this.
We improved. It's
But I love it. I love that because y'all know already. If you don't know, and this is your first time, guess what? I'm ADD, like so bad. Okay, squirrels all over the place.
my wife sent my kid the other day a video. It was 3 minutes, and she told her, Michaela is her name, like, check it out, watch it. And she didn't even look at the video. She was like, it's 3 minutes. Like, I'm not going to even click start because it's 3 minutes. This is, this is where we can argue that it's bad or good, but this is the reality. If
Yes.
you're forced to even watch a 5 minute something that you're not interested in, it's torture for most people. So why can't we do something that is, ads are able to sell us stuff in 30 seconds? Like we go out, pull our wallet, and go buy something because somebody said something in 30 seconds. Why can't we do that with raising awareness? There's
Right.
really no reason to, even 5 minutes from my point is long.
Yeah. Well, also you
Yeah.
incorporate that aspect of fun, right? And that's the really cool thing about what you're doing is that you're hitting it into just the relaxed, comfortable, meet people where they're at aspect,
Yeah.
instead of like, how many of us have sat through those compliance type videos, right? You're like, but if it's fun, if it's engaging,
Yeah.
that makes all the
And you know
difference
what?
in the world.
It's not that hard, to be honest. Like, what we did, I hired people that have, not all of them, but part of my team that helps to create content has nothing to do with security. So I was talking today with, one of the people that is, we're working together to create a new script. And I was talking to her about, we created the script about a database that was hacked. And she was like, I don't get it. I said, what's there not to get? It's like a database was without a password and it got hacked. That's the story. Like, let's build around that. But what's a database? Like who publishes a database? Like that's in her head. So you really have to, like, when you work with people that have no experience in security and you mash those two worlds, then you start to understand that, you have to talk to people with context, with the things that, it doesn't mean they're not smart. Like she's super smart, but it's not her day to day. So how do you talk to people with examples? Maybe let's use Google Sheets instead of a database, because that's something she interacts with on a daily basis. So we're changing and working on the script, but you have to make it relatable. We can't think that people know, like, even the simplest stuff because just we think it's simple.
I found the Wizer stories.
Oh, okay.
I'm so impressed with myself. That only took a million seconds. Oops, that's Will's.
That's mine.
There we go. There's this one.
Discussions in the cybersecurity community. However, they hardly ever reach the everyday person.
It's not that one, Rachel, but never mind.
Now, employees.
It's not.
These stories are not traditional.
I'm so sad. I was so
Here
excited.
is one. You know what? You want me to share?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's keep talking, and then I'll share some of them. But
Yeah, no. You click the little thing at the bottom, okay, of Restream. There's a thing, and it's got like an X through it, like you can't do it, but when you click it, you're like, oh, it works, and then it'll show up on.
The
My
fun
side.
ones have been showing up on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
The ones that have been popping up on LinkedIn are awesome.
oh yeah, I have many of them on LinkedIn. I'll send you from LinkedIn if you can just share them there. But yeah, let's talk. Meanwhile.
Yeah, definitely.
The cool thing that you've done there is to embrace that perspective that not everybody's into IT, and that's cool, and that's okay. And so once you accept that as being part of the problem to solve, awesome. Way to go, dude.
Thank you. Look, I'm enjoying it. I feel that as a team, we're making an impact. I'm motivated by, the community that are supportive. So that always, it's a motivator like anybody else. When people say, hey, good job, that helps, right? So as a company, when we're getting that type of feedback, that's really motivating to do more of that. It's not only, the money is not the goal. The goal is the journey.
Yeah. And obviously that's why I love it, right? I'm like, yay! It just
here is one. I found one that I can send you. Just an example. How do I go here? It's in the chat. I can put it.
No, you've got to.
This is just one of my one of the LinkedIn posts that I did. So this is a good example just because, she was hacked on LinkedIn. So I think, I think this is also live on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Yeah. So this is great to, I think.
Hang on. Let me get here we go.
Yep.
So I am connected with Kim, a woman on LinkedIn, and she owns a skincare brand, and she wanted me to be an advisor for her company. I've been in the beauty industry for years now, so I get requests like this all the time. She told me that they were a smaller company and can't pay a lot, and I was honestly totally okay with that because I love beauty and I know what it's like to be in a startup, so I was happy to help. Because I don't really know her, I decided to do some digging. I browsed through her connections, I looked at her websites, I also scrolled through her social media accounts, and it all looked really legit. Her engagement was a little bit low, but I just assumed it was because she was brand new to the industry. Regardless, I asked her to send me more info, so she sent me a link to a document and said it included confidential information about the business. I clicked on the link and was prompted to sign in with my Gmail account. So I logged in and I got an error message. It literally wasn't even 30 seconds, but I got a notification from my Gmail on my phone saying my two-factor authentication has been enabled on my email account. I'm like, what? I was so confused. My heart was racing. I didn't know what was happening. And that's when it struck me. Kim used that link to hack me. She changed my password and enabled two-factor authentication. I heard about the two-factor authentication before, and I keep telling myself if I had turned it on, this probably would have never happened. And because Kim turned it on for me, there was no way I could reset my password or log into my email account. Guys, if you don't have your two-factor authentication enabled or turned on your apps, your emails, your social media accounts, do it now.
Right? Do it now. Right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No.
When you put things in, because you tell people, turn on two-factor authentication, and they heard about it 100 times, but when you put it in context, they're like, I could have done that. It's all about relatable. I can see myself, doing this. That's when things click.
Yeah.
Do you have the one in the alley?
Oh yeah, I have. I think that's one before. That's a 30-second one. That's even shorter.
But it's a great representation of how it can just grab your attention quickly and be like, oh yeah, and put it in a relatable, different context, right?
Yep.
Where you take something that you normally wouldn't do in real life. So, online is the same kind of deal.
Exactly. Let me put that here. I'll put it here. That's 30 seconds, so that's even quicker. Here it is. So these ones are now going to TikTok and other places. So we'll talk about that as well. Did you get the link?
Yeah, I got it. Hold on one sec. I got to pull it up, make it big, and then pause it. Pause? Why are you not pausing? Yeah, because it goes really fast. Hold on. By the way, I love our LinkedIn user. If you're on the LinkedIn chat, it's Jaye. This video prompted me to enable my 2FA. Perfect. Right?
Here we go.
Give me your contacts. I'm sorry, what? And I need your photos too. Why? Oh, and I need your location. Do I know you? No, but you accepted these terms and conditions when you downloaded me. Give it to me. Stop. You would never do this in real life. So why do you do it online? When you download an app, don't just accept the default settings. They don't all need access to everything at all times. To adjust the default settings, go into your phone settings and find the apps installed on your phone. From there, you should be able to click on the app to adjust the settings, but you can also find tutorials online.
Bam. You see? It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Straight to the point. And oh my word, she's got a lot of apps on her phone.
That's another video that we have. We have about 15. We have about 15 videos like that. So,
I thought that was modest. No. Yeah, it's but it gets the point across very clearly and legit. What was it? Chris Roberts was trying to explain the cloud to some C-level, executive management, and he was like, "Just go If you want to explain the cloud to somebody, go take your laptop and set it out on the sidewalk outside. Leave it open. That's the cloud. There you go. That's the security level. Have at it.
Yep.
Right. But yeah, putting stuff in that kind of, relatable context. Like I explain that very thing to like my inner circle, but it takes me like, I have to one at a time, right? That's something else that I've talked to about a lot of cybersecurity professionals, whenever we're like, how are we going to educate everybody? And it's, do you tap everybody individually on the shoulder and go, hey, would you like to hear the good word of cybersecurity? I'm Sister Rachel. Like, you gotta go door to door or something and, bug people. But it's
so one of the things we're doing now with that video that you saw, the 30-second one, the idea was, so it will also be in our app, but the original idea is, let's take those videos and push them through content creators on TikTok, on Instagram.
Yeah.
So they're pushing it out. So we're meeting the people where they hang out instead of trying to bring them over to us, which is hard. We can bring companies to us because they need it for different reasons. But if you want to meet the masses, you have to like be there with them. So whether you like TikTok or not, that's a different question. But if you want to talk to people, that's where they hang out.
Well, you're also hitting it where the problem is, right? Where people are getting fleeced. If you put it there to have that thought before they get the chance of getting fleeced, you've just saved some people. That's awesome.
Look, I get a lot of messages. Thank you. Even from security people sometimes, you reminded me to do this or that. That's all it is. That's like, that's fun.
I'm constantly like, oh, Gabby's amazing. Like just everybody. And Rich too. I don't know if you guys have ever met Rich, but he was hanging out with us
amazing.
Before we went live. He's pretty awesome. He helped me bring some Wizer stuff to a higher ed, and I just right, like, because especially in higher education environments, right, you've got this whole student body that is constantly rotating in and out. Like, how are you gonna really, can your security team like keep up with all of that, or can you just like use the boost part, right, for your employees and then push the free part to your students?
Exactly.
Right? That's so much easier. Yay. And like you guys, like the portal on the site and stuff, it's easy. Like I'm horrible. I click all the buttons until stuff breaks. But it's very intuitive. I like it anyway.
Well, also higher ed, right? I can say this because I am a teacher, but teaching teachers.
That's a whole new discussion. We can talk about that. I had a teacher ask my kid for my kid's password to log into their, I forgot what app. And I was like, and now my kid is security, like he likes to, he was like, I can't believe that he just did that, like it was.
I shared something that Mandy Cox said earlier about, was it Mandy? Yeah, it was Mandy. Said about double check 2FA because everything a month of the silly people, blah, blah. And she realizes hers isn't turned on, right? We were talking about how she volunteers as a, like, she's a pretty key member over for Innocent Lives Foundation, right? We were talking about Droid Man. And she's like, I'm super fun because I sit in circles and they're all like talking about this, super happy stuff. And I'm like, so would you like to hear some statistics on child sex abuse material? Right? But it's true because InfoSec people are the same way, right? Everybody else is like, oh, this is fine. This is normal. And the InfoSec people are like, I'm about to have an anxiety attack or a heart attack, one or the other, because everything you're doing right now is like, cool. You're just going to walk right in front of that firing squad. It's just a lemming, just right off the cliff. Like it's terrifying. And then you can't convey it to them. And then they think we're crazy, right? We've got like, we're the tinfoil hat people that are just way over the top about stuff. And then you see stuff like Colonial Pipeline. You're like, How many people in InfoSec saw posts last week and the week before that were like, "We told you so." Like everybody. It was and cybersecurity awareness is just one piece of the puzzle that's going to help kind of lock some of those things down, right? And being able to communicate in a way that the general public can understand and actually kind of enjoy a little bit. Like those are fun. Those are kind of fun. Like I share your videos with my parents.
Okay. That's the point, you know.
Yeah.
That's why we think, you know, we always think about, will people share this? Is it good enough to be shared? That's what drives us.
Yeah, if you can get thank you, first of all, for taking up the challenge. But if you can get the content to where it is enjoyable and people find it as entertainment even, and it can register, now you're making a difference, right?
Yeah.
For so long, we've relied upon the scare them to pieces aspect to try and hit the limbic system, right?
Because we're scared for them. What do you do? Like if you're going to genuinely warn somebody, you take the feeling you're feeling currently over what they're doing. And if we're terrified, we're going to terrify you. We don't mean to, right? But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, but if you can bring it into their world, oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That makes all the difference in the world.
Yep. You know, at the end of the day, it's everything together. You know, some people say, yeah, but people will always click, you know, which is probably true, but people will also be aware and they will report, and it goes both ways. It's not about only those that click. It's also about those that, you know, report and say, hey, look out. You know, we have to, it's just like in real life, you know, somebody can say, hey, don't cross the street, and somebody can just run and cross it. Like, at the end of the day, we're a community. We need to help each other, and this awareness is critical, because that's what we call spreading it, right? Like you guys said, you know, you share it, so you're spreading it. That's, you know, that's social responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do.
You guys go check it out, Wizer-Training.com. Super awesome. Go follow Gabby and the company and all the social medias, places, all the places you like the social medias. Turn on your 2FA. Dang it. And
and I always tell people, use the free version, you know, like, don't feel uncomfortable. You know, use the free version. It's amazing. We really invested a lot in the free version to make it, you know, comparable to any of the paid ones. And if you want to pay, then, you know, if you want the fishing simulation or any of the advanced you know, features, the gaming and all that, then, you know, you can always support us by, you know,
Rachel. Ask Rachel.
Ask Rachel.
Ask Rachel. Rachel will help you, because me and Rich, we're buddies. We're in cahoots together. It's okay. We know. We'll help you out. But thanks so much, Gabby, for coming and hanging out and preaching the mission. I know for everybody that comes to the table talk more often, you realize I don't always present vendors unless there's something really just, I think, shiny. So I hope y'all saw what I saw and how shiny Gabby is and the entire organization and everything that they're doing. And thanks again, Will, for allowing me to torture you again.
Well, I thank you, dude, for having the heart behind it, right? Because you're not doing it just to make a buck. You're trying to change lives for the better. And that is awesome. It's great when it becomes a cause beyond just a business. And that's what makes a difference.
Yeah.
And thank you all, really, you know, thank you, first of all, for hosting me and giving me this opportunity to talk. And thank you for the amazing community. You know, I really feel that we're doing this together, honestly. But, you know, I learned so much from everyone in the community, and they inspire me to do new content and new stuff. And, you know, those webinars turn to guides and the comments turn to videos. So that's why I'm getting inspired to do videos all the time. I just have so much comments and content, and people reach out to me. So I really feel we're doing this together.
Yeah, you guys come back and see us next Friday. We're going to be talking again, I think same bat time, same bat channel, 11 a.m. my time. Anyway, about the Innocent Lives Foundation vendor program called Demos for Donations. It's this mad, crazy idea that I had. And then I was like, wow, it's so big. I can't do this all by myself.
You're it.
That's a good thing. Mandy came to my rescue, actually. Her and, I lost her name. I'm so awful. I'm the worst person ever. But anyway, we're going to be talking about one of the vendors that has joined the program, Demos for Donations, at Volin Technologies. It's a little different than the normal cybersecurity conversation, but still come check it out, see what it's about, because there are also cybersecurity focused type organizations that are trying to sign up and be part of the program as well. So we will see y'all next week. Have a fantastic weekend. I know some of y'all are actually going to get a long weekend out of this. I think me, Will, and Gabby will probably just be working anyway. But, when you're passionate about it, is it work? It's not. It's not. You're doing things. Anywho, y'all have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye.